Facebook, we're up and running.
Are we?
What's going on, everybody? Here on a Saturday at 3 p.m.
What's up, everybody?
It's one of those offshoot fucking weeks.
Well, we're going to House of Glory after this, so we
Yeah.
have to get a quick episode in, boys.
Speaking of which, this week we have the man himself, Mr. Man of Faith, the boss of bosses.
the El Jefe.
El Jefecito. Brian XL stops in, talks about his thoughts about what's going on with independent wrestling, all elite wrestling, as well as what's the future of development with House of Glory. So that is, yeah. So guys, just give it just a sec. I'm just trying to share the streams everywhere on Facebook.
Just when you think we have enough interviews, you guys got the double special 2 weeks ago with Marty the Moth and fucking Evander James.
Now we got.
We took 1 week break, and now we give you the owner of House of Glory.
And more to come because I'm lining up more over here. So
it's you guys are getting lucky.
Well, so we're on Twitch and we're also on YouTube. So if you can't get up on the Facebook, we're also on Twitch and
all the outlets. All
right, I think we're good to go.
Yep, I'm ready when you are, boy.
Let's start hitting this.
I just showed the page on a Bernie Sanders page. Don't even ask.
Hold on, right. Today is my enemy. All right, I gotta start doing my shares as well, which is like 197 shares.
I said the whole run through. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. We'll make sure to answer each and every one of them. That are important.
Phone lines will be open during Cutting a Promo. Cutting a Promo this week is the evolution of wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be discussing that as well as
basically our beliefs versus Corny's beliefs.
Yeah, and what's your thoughts on that as well? So about to share. So when you hear the music, it's time to rip and rid the gear.
Let's do it.
Hello everybody, it's me, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath, and I'm telling every one of you to get up, show me fight. Hello everybody, it's me. Hello everybody, it's me, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath, and I'm telling every one of you to get up, show me fight, and listen to Turnbuckle Tabloid before I claymore you in the face. Download, stream, and subscribe, and follow us on all social media outlets. Turnbuckle Tabloid, check it out.
Extra, extra. This week's issue is finally here. Download, stream, and share the hottest WrestleCast around. Get ready for your latest installment of Turnbuckle Tabloid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ever go to wipe your ass?
Oh, well, all right.
And when you go wipe your ass, you get a little bit stuck, like a little remnants on your hand.
No.
That's never happened to you.
That's never happened.
Never go to wipe your ass, and there's never been. Then you must have like the cleanest ass in the history of asses.
Call me, I don't even.
You're so full of shit.
Nah, you know what?
And we're talking about ass, and you're so full of shit.
Wait, okay, so say that one more time. You're saying...
Have you ever go to wipe your ass, and especially when you've had like a heavy load going on, and it's been busy.
All right.
You got a party back there, and all the Mexicans were invited.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Everyone's invited to that party.
Yeah.
All right.
And you get a little, when you wipe your ass, you get a little remnants on there. and then
Like a smell or like
the actual shit.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
happened. Yeah,
and then
that's
you
happened.
go you go to clean because I'm not gonna say that you walk around with a shitty hand. I hope not.
No. But
then-
it's happened. It's happened. Definitely.
So you go to wipe your hand. You go after and then you notice that it's there, right? And then
Yes.
you go,
Oh,
I
shit.
gotta clean this.
Yes.
And then you go to clean your hands and you put soap and do that.
Do the whole 9 yards.
Do you do that? Do you do the smell just to make sure
Yes.
that it's out? Yeah.
Of course I
and
do.
it's still there, right?
And then I have to wash my hands again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what the Super Showdown was this week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the shit on your hands that just doesn't want to go
Yo,
away.
literally, Super Showdown was the exact
It
definition
was that. It just does not want to go away. That's what the fuck Super Showdown was.
It doesn't want to go away. The smell is still there, no matter how many times you try to clean it and forget about it.
It's
It's
just
still there.
And you know why? Because social media is not letting the shit smell go away.
No, it's not. And I was just I was watching a few remnants of the show, and when I kid you not, I smelled bullshit. I smelled fake. I smelled the remnants you just described. That was exactly the definition of that show. It was
I only saw one match.
Me too. I saw one match. That was it.
Everybody kept pumping it, and I said, I gotta see this. I gotta see this disaster.
Was it worth watching? Of course it was, right?
Of course it was.
it was homework.
It's like watching like Dr. Pimple Popper get a fucking cyst off somebody's ear. Like,
I don't like that
so,
show. I hate that.
By the way,
that-
she's hot.
Dr.
She's
Pimple Popper.
fucking sexy.
Yeah.
Hey baby, you could pop my pimples any day.
I listen, man. That kind of shit weirds me out.
That's all right.
But
There's
Super
there's another show. There's a guy who does feet.
Yeah, that's even worse.
That's fucking atrocious.
What's it called? Dr. Feety Fopper or some
Yeah,
shit
he's
like that?
like Dr. Bunyan or some shit like
Dr.
that. Fucking weirdo.
Mr. Hooves.
But these guys are getting paid just to do crazy shit. So
Is it only me or Super Showdown it's an embarrassment. Like it wasn't even just bad. It was sad to see. Like I almost got sad looking at it.
I don't want to say that it sucked because
You didn't watch
we
it.
didn't watch it, so I can't say it.
If there's one thing I can say, definitely is they said that Triple H and Randy Orton was like really good. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that with every heart in my heart. I cannot believe that was a good match. Finn Balor, it was 101 degrees. And Finn's paint came off in the first 10 minutes.
His fucking paint came off when he was walking down the ramp.
Yo, he transferred from the Demon to Finn Balor in 10 minutes, bro.
The Demon said it's fucking hot as balls
Yeah, I'm
in here.
off this
I'm
shit.
off this set.
He said, "Deuces, I'm off this shit."
Hey Marco, what's up, my guy from Tijuana? What's going on, Holmes? Hey,
What
what's
up,
everything?
yo?
Charlie Holmes.
Viva la brasa, boy.
Hey, what's going on over there in the land of the Mexicanos? You know,
He goes, heartbroken to see my two idols go like that into retirement, Undertaker and Goldberg.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna sound like a dick, but Goldberg was never really my fucking idol.
No way.
No.
It can't be a
I
fan.
knew he was a dick then, and I knew he's a dick now.
I just
still.
never got it. Like, you literally knew he couldn't wrestle. He had two moves. That was important back then?
Let me tell you, I had
I don't get it.
when I told the story before, when I was younger, and I would watch wrestling, the guys would come in the house and they'll smoke weed and shit. Like, yo, you still watch wrestling? What the fuck wrong with you? But then I'm watching Nitro and Goldberg comes out, but yo, who the fuck is that? Yo, he look gangster, son. Yo, crazy.
Why? I don't get it.
I didn't.
Want to know why? Because I think he correlated with all of the football fans. They thought
I guess
they thought of him as a defensive
the streak.
tackle.
He wore the black trunks. He was like Jewish. I don't know what the
He
fuck
had
it was.
he had the goatee.
It was like, yo, that's Stone Cold, and everybody said the same shit. That's Stone Cold, and it's like, nah, that's not Stone Cold.
Marco goes, Vince needs to let go of WWE.
He needs to let go of life.
He needs to get a little life at this point.
Not to him to die or anything.
No. He needs to go to
wishing
Shady
death
Oaks.
on him, yeah.
He needs to make his own Shady Oaks retirement home called
Just go to the
Suplexes.
Yeah, just go to Suplexes.
Suplexes Oaks.
The Mae Young and Fabulous Moolah House of Nursing. Or some shit like that.
Exactly.
The nursing home.
So yeah, no, we didn't watch any matches. I just want to let you guys know off the bat, we're not doing no review for the show. We didn't do predictions. I just want to we didn't do predictions for the show. We didn't do anything. We didn't do a review, no predictions, none of that. We do not. We're not. We don't back that shit. So
yeah.
No.
My boy hits me up. He goes, yeah, you know, I'm not political. I'm just gonna watch it. Anything. That's it. To be honest,
right.
it is nothing but an amped up
Live event.
I
said last show, it's live event on a budget, bro. It's literally WWE live on a budget. They treated that shit like WrestleMania. Yo, they had the WrestleMania stage. Shane McMahon came out with money shooting out of the fucking cannons. Like, bruh.
They flew fucking 9-10 hours across the sea.
Yep.
To
the Red Sea.
To do a live event.
Literally.
That's what it was.
So I don't know why, because everyone's check doubled. Everyone's
Yeah.
check literally doubled that night. That's why they all said, "All right, I guess I have to go." I'm disappointed that none of the wrestlers sat there and said, "You know what? I'm not doing this."
Well, Kevin Owens did. Kevin
A
said
very
he's not doing
select few.
it. Oh, and I love the fact that people go, Sami Zayn was not allowed to wrestle Saudi Arabia. Sami was like, I didn't want to go anyway.
Yeah, he goes, "I don't care."
Give a
Like,
shit.
yeah, it wasn't a big deal. We didn't want to go regardless.
Aleister Black is like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit?
To be honest,
So I could be part of a 50-man battle royal.
by the way, I saw the people in that match. Ex AJ for my fucking reaction to that shit. That was the main. That was the combination. You know, show Superstars and main event on Hulu.
Yeah.
Literally every person on that show was in that battle royal,
Oh my god.
and it was and they were all in the ring. It was all fucking crowded. AOP returned. They fucking are clear now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're clear. They retained. I saw them
Oh.
return. And then you
They're
see,
not gonna be on TV.
no, they're not. And then you see all these people, and you're like, where have you been? Oh shit, you're back.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's why they're keeping Ryder and Hawkins off TV because AOP is gonna win the belts.
Yeah,
and then
But AOP needs to go on
they're gonna go up
SmackDown.
against the Viking, whatever
the
fuck,
Viking Mooks.
whatever the fuck they call these days.
It's just a sad. It was just sad. I'm not the one The one that hurts more is Undertaker. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say this off the bat now because we're not gonna talk about the show later. Undertaker has become a novelty act to me. I love
But
Undertaker.
he's always been a novelty.
No, I
act.
love Undertaker, and he's on my Mount Rushmore of wrestling, WWE, whatever you want to call it. He is up there. But every time he comes out, more and more and more, I'm slowly breaking him off the Mount Rushmore.
Did you see his guy liner running?
Yup.
His guy liner. Was
Yup,
running.
his guy liner. Are you not? Isn't it sad to see the way he is now?
Yes, it's horrible.
Like, isn't it heartbreaking seeing you go from Undertaker from the best in WWE, like top 3 ever for me,
yeah, it's
to
terrible.
going to that?
Yeah.
Like, Vince needs to stop relying on the fucking 45-year-old
And it's not like
dudes,
it's
man.
not like he needs money. He doesn't need money. He's
No.
like, he's got bank. He's good.
I think Vince said, "Do me a favor." He keeps saying that to Vince, "Do me a favor, give me one."
He's like, oh shit, are you fucking kidding me? And they got to do this shit twice a year.
Yep.
Ugh.
There's a new Saudi Arabia show.
Huh?
There's 2 Saudi shows a year, right?
I think so. I think it's 2 Saudi shows a year, and then they got the Australian deal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And you know what the sad part is? You know what made me cringe even more? When Goldberg came out, you saw people in the crowd crying.
Yeah.
They were crying.
You'll be crying too if you pay X amount of dollars to see an old man get his ass whipped.
No,
the way
he was
did.
crying like happy tears. Like, oh my God, I'm seeing Goldberg live right now.
Whatever.
Like, he came out and they were like, all you see was people like this, like crying happy.
You would have thought the coming of fucking life was coming through the fucking door. Whatever.
the beam of light.
Fuck you.
It was literally WrestleMania's stage. It was literally WrestleMania's
Yeah.
whole entire shit in Saudi
Vince
Arabia.
ain't stupid. He's I'm not pulling out no extra. This is the money I gave me. I'm using the same shit I used for Mania. Fuck outta here.
I'm saving the set. Fuck
Hell yeah,
that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Y'all
got your own fireworks? Fuck it. Bring it.
throw them out. Yo,
Yeah.
they had fireworks. Like, oh, come on. Like, come the fuck on, man.
I want fireworks like that every time I come.
There you go. Like the fucking pyro.
Every time I orgasm, I want fireworks like that to come out the apartment. I want it to be like it looks like jizz flying in the air,
Right.
like that kind of. That's what I want.
Like the fucking
Exactly.
the fire and the
I
pyro.
want that kind of pyro going around whenever.
But don't you know Vince
And
can't
everybody
afford it.
goes, and everybody starts applauding. It's like,
Wow.
Jay just came.
Wow.
Jay just came.
The main event, ladies and gentlemen.
But then you find out it's just me masturbating. It's not from sex.
It's like, no, I'm good. No,
It's just for me.
I didn't do anything with anyone. I'm
Yeah.
good. My right hand was my friend there, but
Play slow music and shit. while it's
disappointing.
happening.
Disappointing, man.
Hey, listen, like I said, I can't say anything was disappointing because I didn't watch the shit.
Okay, real quick. Thoughts on the Undertaker and Goldberg? Because we're not doing a review. I just want to hear your thoughts on the match.
Oh,
Everyone's
that
talking
match?
about.
That match alone?
Yes.
Shit. Fucking.
You-
I gotta tell you, and to be honest with you, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was
Are
gonna
you
be.
serious?
I really thought it was gonna be worse
Bro.
than ever.
Bro, Goldberg and Undertaker got their heads spiked like 4 times each.
I know, but
Spiked.
I was still compelled to watch it.
Because of how bad it was, or how?
yes.
Okay, that's what it is, bro. It was good that.
But it wasn't
because
that.
bad.
It wasn't too bad as like
Okay.
it was really fucking
Don't-
like fucked up. It's like once he got his head split open, that's when you know that
It was ripped.
It went bad.
But
But he still tried. Like he was still in it for a little
was
bit.
that the worst choke slam you've ever seen?
Yeah, he couldn't. No. I've seen
worse.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
When he choked Roman, it was bad.
Yes, but like,
Yeah.
plus Goldberg had no idea where the fuck he was.
Yeah, it's water. It's not vodka. No.
Not this time.
Nah, not
No, but like, and then Goldberg posted on Twitter, I let down my fans. Dude,
And your fans, your
First off-
fans, they weren't let down. They expected that.
First off, we expected that. Second off, if you really don't want to let people down, stop fucking bashing your head on the door. You literally were told 5 times to not do that. And didn't he get concussion last run he did?
He said he did, and then what was it?
Come on, man.
Then he said that he fucking what was it? That he tore his pectoral or some shit. Fucking.
That man needs surgery for lifting a fucking glass of water.
Hey, but listen, I gotta give it to somebody. Said, "Wow, you gotta give it to a guy who's in his 50s to wrestle like that." No, you give that to Dustin Runnels who did that shit.
Yep, and he killed it.
Yeah,
He's
he
in perfect
killed
shape.
it. That's 50.
He's in good shape.
Give it to fucking Billy Gunn. That motherfucker's 56.
He's 60 years old.
He's almost
and
60, and he's tearing it down.
That's
still.
That's steroids.
Still looks
Jack. That's steroids,
Yeah.
boy, but still. Dustin Runnels. First off, I finally watched the. Speaking of him, I finally saw the promo at WCW when he went. You good?
Hello. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I finally saw that
Yeah.
video because I was
Yeah, 7 was yeah.
that.
Yeah. What the hell?
What the hell happened? We got a.
Wait. There we go. You there?
We good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What the hell? That was fucking
That was
interesting.
7. That was 7 fucking.
That was 7 fucking telling you to fuck off.
By the way, guys, running so good. Hold on. Here we go. All right, you good? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Turnbuckle Tabloid. I am your host, Mr. Ear to the Mat, Mr. King of Talk Style, Jay the Red Santee,
And I am the Mook. Fan Matt.
from Mooktown, Mookerson, New Jersey.
Listen, I'm making that fake Mookie Mookerson Facebook page.
Oh, we got to do a thing where we make a state and just put like fucking Mookville
Exactly.
right in it.
Mookerson, Mookville, Mook York.
Name your Mooktown.
Mook York City.
Yeah.
Like,
Make sure you check us out on all social media outlets. Check us out on the Like group page on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram at Turnbuckle Tabloid, as well as on Twitter at
Turnbuckle Tab.
And also make sure you check us out on Anchor and on YouTube at TRS's Turnbuckle Tabloid, which we are streaming live at now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always.
Always. Also, make sure you check us out. Oh, shit, I forgot to share somewhere. All right. Make sure you check us out as well on all the podcasting outlets. I mean, yes, bitch. On all the podcasting outlets everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can't say you can't find us, honestly.
If you go on your app store and you type in the shittiest podcast app ever, we're still there.
We're above that.
Yeah,
We're slightly above that.
We're somewhere there. Like we literally have mooked ourselves to every single streaming outlet possible. So there's no excuse. That's why with Ben, you don't do the podcasting, bro. Download the Spotify app on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got this.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
There's no way you cannot look us up. So make sure you guys check everything out, especially with RageWorks.net, boy.
RageWorks.net.
Everything's under one umbrella at RageWorks, man. So.
RageWorks.net is where you get all your podcasting needs.
Absolutely. So
I gotta make that as a jingle.
a jingle, yeah, exactly. The jingle, RageWorks jingle.
Yes.
Oh, Isaac made the logos, by the way,
Oh, he did?
for RageWorks. Yeah.
Oh, God. Shout out to that punk Isaac. That motherfucker was the plug the other night, too. We was at Outlaw Wrestling the other day. Jesus. I gotta tell you, boy.
Outlaw
New York
wrestling.
is out there, B, when it comes to this wrestling shit, man. Damn.
New York is popping with the indie game.
Let's just say when you go to a wrestling show, you don't expect it to be in a brewery, but it worked.
And you know what?
It worked. It was hot as balls in there, though.
A couple of fans on the roof, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, shit.
So Isaac blesses us, and we got in the show, and all of a sudden you see people with German tall beers, like Manor,
yes.
like Manor.
I thought it was at Oktoberfest
like
and shit.
Oktoberfest, literally. And you see a ring in there, and you go, "These two don't belong," but they ended up belonging perfectly.
It worked.
It worked.
It really did.
The only thing was the bar had an obstruction.
Yeah, they gotta get that shit out of there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about, but
It's like, yo, I want a tall lager. Hello?
hello, let me get a Heineken. Hello, yo, you see me? Like, I'm good.
It's like fucking Trump's wall. I was like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
it literally was the border wall.
Shit out of here. What the fuck?
But overall, it was really fun. Even though the main event wasn't your fan favorite.
No, I'm not into fucking dick touching.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what the hell that was about.
The only dick I touch is mine
That's how it should be.
and Oski's.
What?
What?
Mook boy.
Who said that?
Who said-
what?
Mook alert.
Like I said, make sure you check us out at RageWorks.net. Why go anywhere else? You got everything under the umbrella for all your geekdom needs. You got movies, TV shows, podcasts, sports, video games, movies, reviews, previews is all there. Why go anywhere else? Go to rageworks.net. We do it for the culture, baby. Pop culture.
There it is. There you go.
All right, guys. So this week, like as I mentioned before the show went on the Facebook streams and as well as on YouTubers and on Twitch. We're on Twitch, guys. Yay.
Yeah, we are. E3's also this weekend. So
E3's on it. Yeah, I'm not that excited about it.
Why not?
I don't care. You know why? Because I think since Sony's not presenting, I really don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit.
Nah.
Nintendo.
Probably
also.
Nintendo I'll care about.
Nintendo, but besides that, well, Ubisoft and the third
Ubisoft
parties,
always sucks ass.
It
bro.
does. I think EA just ended. I think EA's today and then Ubisoft's tomorrow. EA, the only thing I heard that was good was the new Star Wars game.
Oh, they didn't present the new Madden.
They did.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go home and watch it. I haven't seen it because
Yeah.
I was busy, but I'll watch it
Today
after.
is the enemy. Shout out to Joe Gacy. I like that song.
I put that shit. Yo, you know it's on Spotify, right?
It is?
I found the song. Yeah. You can play that shit if you want.
No, I played it last week.
Oh, did we?
Was it last week or the week before? I think it was the week before.
Right, we did.
So yeah, this week, guys, we have we're talking cutting a promo this week is the evolution of wrestling. Talking about from how wrestling changed from what it was back in the 50s. Like, Oko, Odioto, this man's coming into a ring and he's gonna
Muscles and body slams.
look at the physique on this young man.
Back when-
I think he's been popping a lot of vitamins these days.
Exactly. Back when the power slam was a finisher.
Booty, not even a power slam. It was a fucking a bear hug.
A bear hug was the finisher back then.
Wow, gorgeous George comes in the ring. Wow, he's looking very elegant. And he looks like a queen. He looks like a fairy. He looks like a mook. So make sure you check us out and listening to that and be a part of it. The phone lines will be open for that as well.
Yep.
Also this week we have the boss of all bosses, Mr. Man of Faith himself, Brian Excel, HOG's own House of Glory's man, stops by. I like when he comes into town. He always wants to come in and
Talk
shop and
eat.
He fucking I cook for him and shit. So
Well, come on, your cooking is
you cook like Guela, yo, for real. You cook like Guela.
Yo, you fucking cook the good shit, boy.
Yeah, I throws it down. That's how I lure the women in. I just throw a steak out the door and I with a fishing fucking pole and I just bring him in. Come eat.
I marinated it with what's the seasoning you guys use?
Man juice. No, adobo.
Adobo.
It has achote on it.
Oh my goodness.
So guys, check us out for that. Don't go anywhere for that as well because the phone lines will be open for the cutting a promo and as well as we have what we watched in wrestling this week. Since I was not really, I have to discuss what the fuck is going on with WWE. I'll talk about doing what we watched this week, and I have to say that fast forward button is starting to really look cool. I'm not watching you motherfuckers live unless I really have to.
Yeah,
but,
to be honest.
and if I'm off, I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm going to watch it. But I'll watch it while playing fucking video games as I always do. But that fast forward button is
and by the way, yes, update, ladies and gentlemen. I was listening to the episode last week. We did the funeral for his television, but I have good news. His new baby's in.
Yes, the return.
Now he has two 4Ks in the living room. That shit is double the trouble.
I know, but how you doing, girl? How was Impact Wrestling? You good? Aye, baby girl.
You good, girl?
So with that we have and also wrestling rundown and yeah. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be doing.
You got a commercial for them?
Got a commercial. House of Glory presents Temperature Rising. That's tonight. Temperature Rising 2 is tonight. So by the time you hear this, which the podcast will be up tomorrow, you missed it. Ha, dicks. But if you're in the Queens area and you're on Facebook right now, guys,
you missed it.
You guys be there. Doors open at 6, and great card. So I might as well let the commercial run, and then
yeah, please do.
And then
and then put the video drop.
The jingles.
Exactly. So,
all right, guys. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. We will return.
Yep.
Hey, this is Ep117. You're listening to the Turnbuckle Pamphlet, and if you don't listen, you're fired.
Summer is coming, and that only means one thing. The heat just becomes unbearable and irritable. I myself, although I'm born in the summer, I cannot stand the heat. I cannot stand humidity. It just freaks me out, and I just sweat, and I'm just a disgusting mess. But there's one thing that I know that I do enjoy once summer comes around, and that's all the wrestling that can occur during said time. There'll be promotions up and down the country that'll be running all their themed gimmicks and all their heat-related shows like Heat Wave or Barometer Crashing or whatever the case may be. But there's nothing like what's going down in New York City. That's right, my friends. House of Glory presents Temperature Rising, Saturday, June 8th, New York City Arena, 9112, 144th place in Queens, New York. House of Glory presents Temperature Rising 2. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Saturday, June 8th. We have stock card. You have the Lucha Bros squaring off against the tag team champions of House of Glory, LAX. We also have House of Glory's Anthony Gangone going against the international superstar Kaz Hayashi. We have Ken Broadway versus Evander James. For the Crown Jewel HOG title match, we have Montekia versus Matt Travis. I mean, come on, there's so much that you can go on. There's gonna be drinks and wrestling and beer and wrestling and barbecue frankfurters and wrestling. Did I mention wrestling? Of course it is. It's starting off the summer. Barbecues, wrestling, it's all tied into one. So don't miss it at House of Glory's Temperature Rising 2. Live from New York City Arena in Queens, New York. Meet and greet will be at 6 p.m. The main card bell will be at 7. Tickets still available at hogwrestling.net. That's at hogwrestling.net. You're going to miss out if you do not, I repeat, do not go to HOG's House of Glory's Temperature Rising 2.
This is your boy, co-owner of House of Glory Wrestling, Brian XL. You're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Turnbuckle Tabloids cutting a promo. All right, I got to take this damn fucking commercial. There we go. We're back. All right.
Hey, what up?
I never fixed that. Yes, please go to House of Glory's Temperature Rising. It's yeah, I don't know what the fuck was that. I don't know. Anyway,
Listen,
so
we do it in post.
we'll get it in post.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the next shirt. We'll get it in post.
We'll get it in post. Yo, to be honest, I want a fucking creme de la creme shirt, and I want fucking we'll get it in post.
So guys, this week we're discussing our cutting a promo. Wrestling these days, and I came up with this because I been listening to a lot. Like I told you guys, I've been listening to Jim Cornette Experience a lot. That's been my new bag this past
The
couple of
weekly?
weeks. Yeah, I've been watching, and it's you all right over there?
Yeah, I was just pushing the mic back a little bit.
Oh, okay. And I put you on to him.
Yes.
I put.
I listen when it's when
Yeah.
for the show.
I put Little Big Brother D, or is it Big Little Brother D? I always get them confused because he's taller than me, but he's younger than me.
Big Little Brother.
Yeah, Big Little Brother. So I put Big Little Brother D onto it as well, and it's a 50-50 with Corny
Yes.
because he's hilarious.
Yeah, he is funny.
He's jokes.
He jokes when he's pissed.
But he has not come to grips with the evolution of wrestling, of what it's become.
Nope, he has not. And I also wanna say, included with Jim Cornette, also a big inspiration for this cutting up promo would have to be the MVP Viceland video we watched.
Yes, yes.
The whole thing he talked about how nowadays it's a what he called it a different term for the way wrestling is now. But he even said, he goes, I'm old school. He goes, but I'm not gonna hate on the new shit. It's just Jim Cornette doesn't understand evolution. I don't think he gets that things evolve. That's what MVP said, and in the Viceland video, everything evolves, everything becomes something new. Nothing stays the same forever.
Right.
Something's gonna change, and the fact that Jim Cornette he's still hating this shit. I don't think he ever is going to change his opinion on it. But there are two type of wrestling people as of right now that I could clearly explain. They're either the old school people or they like the high flying spot fests.
Well, the new star guys. Everybody who's new, who's into the Circus Soleil type of.
That's what MVP said. MVP said nowadays it's like a Broadway show, and it's like a choreographed trapeze show rather than really fucking body slamming someone on the mat.
I think there's a time and place for certain aspects of wrestling. Oh, by the way, let me open up the phone lines.
Yeah, guys, call in if you guys want to share your opinions and
the evolution of wrestling. I think there is listen, when I was watching wrestling in the '90s when it was WCW,
Right.
they gave a like usually the first hour was for lucha wrestling.
Like
So
to make people hype.
right, so people were into that kind of high flying, different style of wrestling. Um, when you see the Rey Mysterios, the La Parkas, the El Dandies, or whatever the fuck it is,
Right.
or even when you saw Minko, who in Jericho, they kind of mixed the two styles. Already got a phone
we had a
call.
call already.
Look at that already.
The creme de la creme.
Turnbuckle Tabloid, who's this?
What up? It's Rondo.
Oh my God, it's
Rondo.
that sexy bitch Rondo.
Rondo,
Listen.
King of the Ring, boy.
That's right, baby. What's up?
What's
Oh my
up? You
God.
showing up tonight?
Yeah. I'll see you guys later.
Oh,
Awesome.
Rondo's pulling up with his fucking with his man bun.
Exactly, the
I'm
man.
gonna be all oiled up and ready for you, baby.
Oh my God, that's just how I like my man.
Just the way we like him, boy.
Oiled up man buns and with fucking big saggy man titties. I love it.
The
That's
moves.
That's it.
Rondo, you being a wrestler at one time and being basically you're a strong historian and fan of wrestling for years.
Almost Grego level.
Yeah, you pretty much have a keen sense of how wrestling has changed during the decades. When you first started watching wrestling, how has the change evolved for you when it came from your time to what it is now?
Well, so before, when I was younger, I remember there being a lot of wrestlers had time between everything that they do. You know what I mean? It's kind of shitty to say, but in that sense, I don't know if y'all ever heard, but this man is right in that sense, in the sense that sometimes you need to stop and let the fans understand what just happened for story-wise, right?
Right.
So back in the day, it was a lot slower, a lot more methodical, a lot more psychologic. Now, I feel like it has evolved where people now, it's all instant gratification. Even now with social media and everything else, everybody wants everything right now, like fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the world that we live in, and that's why a lot of people now gravitate more towards the style where it's like move after move after move after move. I was listening to you guys a little bit before I called in, and I think Dave's right. There's a time and place for everything. I feel like a lot of people shit on companies like WCW because of the way they folded and everything else, but the one thing that they had right was that they had those matches, but they also had the cruiserweight matches, so
Right.
it gave it an even balance, right?
Diversity.
You know, because it's like, oh, cool, I would love to see those guys high flying, but at the same time, I'd love to see you guys just beat the shit out of each other. You know,
I remember ECW was the same way too. ECW will pull out the you'll get the Eddie Guerrero Malenko matches. You'll get you'll get those technical finessing type of matches.
Yes.
The pace worthy
Your
matches.
Chris Benoit,
Right.
Your Mike Awesome, these other guys.
So there's wrestling for everyone.
Your Sabus and your RBDs and all that other stuff as well.
Yeah, it wasn't always about burning a fucking table and then getting hit in the head with a pipe that has a spike in it. It wasn't always about that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was diverse for everyone. Everyone had you had your technical wrestling time. You had your lucha time, and you had your fucking storytelling time. I feel.
I think in
here's
this.
the thing also, I'm sorry to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead, Rondo. Go ahead. It's not like it's
that
not my show.
Everybody has to understand. Everybody has to understand is that everybody has different tastes. So when it comes to big dogs like WWE and hopefully AEW in the future, you have to understand that you have to give everybody what they want, not just
Yes.
one type of fan. So
Right.
there's going to be the guys that will like that stuff, will like the high flying, will like all that stuff, and there's going to be the guys that are more into like the grudge matches, mostly just fists, a body slam here or there, but building up the psychology and the emotion of the match.
1 second, hold on. Somebody else is calling in. Hold on.
Good.
Turnbuckle Tabloid, who's this?
Hello.
Turnbuckle Tabloid, who's this?
Hey, what's up, James? That's Marco from Tijuana, man.
Hey, Marco,
Oh,
órale,
Marco.
home.
Viva la raza, boy.
Viva la raza.
Yeah, viva la raza, boy. Tijuana.
That's right, baby.
Before I get you in, Marco, as well, I have to say that when I listen to the guys like the Cornets or the old school kind of guys, where I understand their thought process when it comes to the pacing and everything, just trying to get your shit in, and that's what everybody talks about, getting their shit in. They gotta get on social media. They gotta get the big high spots. They
Promote
gotta
the
do
moves.
that. Yeah, there's the art of selling a move, the art of moving at a pace to where the audience can embrace what's going on.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
slowly
appreciate
move.
the move.
Yeah, working an arm just so that
The finisher means so much more.
right. So the submission holds means more.
That's
Being
all. Yeah.
being able to tell the story of why he's coming in with busted ribs and working on it, and still, we were watching the
Casino Battle Royal.
the Casino Battle Royal, and you pointed out,
Hangman Page. Hangman Page comes out limping, right? But then he goes in the ring, and Red's explanation at first was adrenaline. But I get it. But he did a kick.
And I lost you guys. Nope. Hello?
here.
There you are. Yeah.
So-
there you are.
There you go.
Hello?
Hold on, because I'm hearing like
Yeah.
wind and all that shit. All right, here we
I'm
go.
hearing like a tornado over there.
Yeah.
There we go.
So he does the kip up. What happened? Go ahead.
I thought you were getting a hurricane, something like that. And a lot of
Yeah. It just sounds like he's in a.
It sounded like you were in
And mind you, it's like 99 degrees in New York,
Yeah,
and then where
exactly.
fucking Rondo's at. So yeah, he does the kip up.
So Hangman does the kip up, and I'm looking at Red going, didn't he just have a really serious leg injury where he was limping? I'm sorry, but if you're limping with a leg injury, you're supposed to sell it. He should have tried to do the kip up and then fall to the ground. Go, fuck, I can't do it.
Right.
He
Right.
literally just forgot the whole fucking leg injury happened.
He should have did like Goldberg did last night. It just not. Oh, I forgot.
Oh.
Goldberg really was hurt.
He really was concussed
Marco, since you're out there in Mexico, out there in Tijuana,
during Hurricane.
your
Hold on.
your style of wrestling has been translating a little bit more to the West into the North American style for a while. Has you seen any evolution in Mexican wrestling as well?
Well, actually, you guys, they're trying to do the promo thing with all the wrestlers too. Some guys want to cut it, and they're more worried about the promos. Many of the wrestlers are really worried about the promo to get your character in, than to do a good wrestling lucha match.
Right.
Not wrestling is another thing, and that's the thing that with guys there in wrestling, they're very worried about being accepted on social media, but they're lacking on the fundamentals of wrestling.
Okay.
So they're not being like doing a 50-50 thing with the promos and the wrestling thing. And the love of wrestling. They're forgetting about all that stuff. But I don't know. It's like basketball right now. They're so worried about being on things. You see, it's old school. Many guys are earning your dues and all that. Now wrestling, there's so much exposure of wrestling, the social media, that they're worried more about that than doing a good job in the ring.
That's a
Rondo,
Vinny McMahon formula, though.
Rondo, are you on headsets?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh.
It's his headsets fucking dangling. That's what it is.
No, but
That's a
you make
McMahon formula, though, isn't it?
There you go, Ron.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Marco, but that was a good point though.
That's the Vinny McMahon formula, where the promos are going to get over more than the matches.
Right. I mean,
And it's that,
Yeah,
it's that thing that South Park made fun of, where, they're like, oh, this is wrestling, but in reality, it's just a shitload of promos.
By the way-
Storyline.
by the way, best episode of South Park today. Just because how fucking hilarious that was. You ever watch the episode?
No, what, the wrestling one?
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh
You should see
my.
it. Red, you should see it because of the simple fact that you'll start watching and you're like, this is exactly what wrestling is.
Yeah, it's literally a jab at professional, a jab at like Vince McMahon and wrestling and all this shit. It's fucking great.
What kills me, because I started watching, and I always tell Maddie, I says, take a look at the wrestling of yore. I'm gonna sound like fucking an old Englishman. Take a gander of the wrestling.
Take a
of
gander
yore.
at wrestling of
Take a
yore.
That's what I watched too.
Yeah, the wrestling of yore. Like
That
fucking,
sounds fucking like Thor. Or
fucking
some
Monty
shit.
Python bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with me? Any case, but when you watch even from back in the 70s. Through the 80s it became more glorified. No matter what anybody says about Vince McMahon and how he changed the game or whatever, other territories started doing the same kind of formula. Although every territory had their own style, but they also were on that same thing. Like, listen, we got to get on the fucking next level and all that.
You gotta be more flash.
90s became the glorified gimmicks. Came on the
Duke the dumpsters.
fucking draws bullshit.
Yeah.
And then the attitude era and the reality thinking, but still the wrestling started. That was just gimmick, but the wrestling started changing a little bit more because they needed to be more appealing to their eyes. They needed to draw the audience more.
What year did that happen?
That was around in the 90s. That's when
Was
you started seeing. Yeah, that's when you started seeing. In the 80s, it was a classic style because the 80s you would see great classic matches like Macho Man, Ricky Steamboat, Flair.
Right.
You had guys like that. In the 90s, it started to be a little bit more of gravitating to you. You started seeing the super kicks. You started seeing more of the moonsaults.
Right.
You started seeing the 450s.
Canadian Destroyer.
Right. A little Japan came in, but Ronald, you don't know about the Japan style.
Yeah, I mean, when you like Red and what Red was saying, when you had wrestling in the 80s, it was more. But here's the thing. Yes, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, if you go back and watch like matches with the Von Erichs, with
Right.
Harley Race, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat, all these guys from the 80s that were pulling weight in their territories. You watch those matches and you fucking get into it. Like I don't know if Maddie's ever seen any of those, but like if you watch any of the big matches back then, you get so into it. Like for example, a Flair for the Gold with Harley Race and Ric Flair.
Oh yeah,
like,
great, yeah,
you were
great.
Emotionally drawn into those matches, even though you're not seeing drop kicks, you're not seeing moves off the top rope, you're not seeing all these moonsaults and stuff, and it still did it. It just, again, like I said, with the times, you kind of got to evolve with the times, especially nowadays where if you have a 30-minute match that's been drawn out a little bit, everybody's like, oh my God, when is this over, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things where you kind of have to either mix both styles in or just accept that it's going to be what they call boring match nowadays.
Before I let you guys go, Marco, and this is something that I want to stress with you.
Tijuana.
It's the art that's getting lost these days is to sell facially. That when you talked about watching the Flairs and the Harley Races and the Dusties, these guys were able to sell facially. I didn't even have to see him grabbing at his shoulder because he was getting worked on or having to limp for me. It's the facial expressions that it's a lost art these days when it comes to wrestlers. I think that evolution is starting to push away to where we're looking more at superheroes than we did as for individuals who are in a fight. How is it that lucha wrestlers are able to convey that being under a mask? How are they able to sell their pain, their injury?
Well, I've seen wrestlers fight with back injuries and all that, and they did because they love the business. They love it. They know that lucha here is like life. This is the blood. And they want to do it so much badly. I'm going to talk about Perro Aguayo.
Damn, son.
I'm going to tell you something. That guy got divorced because he knew he was hurt before what happened here in Tijuana. It happened here in Tijuana with the Vegas Stadium. And that guy was hurt. He was hurt. He was badly injured on all the cervical, the back, the neck injury. And he knew what? If I'm going to die, I'm going to die in the day.
That was sad, man.
That guy was like, I love wrestling. That's my life.
Man, fuck with
that's
you.
That's why they're able to hide.
Right.
They are able to hide their injuries because they love it so much. They're willing to risk their lives.
I'm wondering if I'm able to die for something I love so much. Like I'm gonna die playing video games or watching porn. I'm just gonna jerk off until I die.
until your last breath.
You know,
Yo, Marco's dying over there.
sorry, the train's coming.
Yo, Mark is dead over there.
All right, guys, we gotta let you go because we gotta
Real quick.
close it up.
Real
Get
quick,
get
to
Rondo.
go into
What's
what
up for
you
you guys,
said,
man?
you gotta understand also a lot of guys nowadays don't express that same love that they did before for professional wrestling. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's not as much emotion as there used to be before. Also, just to sign off on this, Jim Cornette is a jobber. Go ahead.
Oh.
How dare you?
You're talking to Red's boyfriend right there.
How dare you? That's the next man on grandpa scale.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
All right, guys.
Rondo, we'll see you later, boy.
See you guys later. Marco, thanks for calling in.
Later,
Okay,
update
man.
your seat.
Later.
Later.
Appreciate it.
Can I read something?
Sure, guy.
I think this was actually pretty good. I found an article online about old school versus new school.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a paragraph each about how to compare them.
All right.
And this is from Bleacher Report. Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna read this real quick. So it goes. The question has been asked: who is better, old school or new school? This is their definition of old school. They say this is what old school means. The definition. They say people say old school was boring. They say it is. There's no top rope stuff, no backflips, or any of that nature.
Right.
But that's what I love about old school, though. They do things the right way, the old-fashioned way. This is someone's opinion on how old school is better than. Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Old school wrestlers like Bruno, Hogan, and Flair are the reason the new school wrestling is how it is today. They say old school wrestling can be boring at times, but they know how to build heat, pops, and storylines rather than just flash. They say people like Piper, Brett, and Flair excelled when submissions were a popular form of offense. Submission wrestling is missed nowadays, and it tells in storylines. The old school genre made the leg drop, elbow drop, and many other basic staples of today the big finishers of today. Rowdy Piper said, "Old school is cool," and I believe that because the legends built the foundation for the new school wrestlers today, and you cannot ignore their contributions to the sport of the business. And then when it comes to new school, it says the new school has a lot going for it, especially thanks to the rising of popularity of professional wrestling. It says, the finishers that new school wrestlers use today look far more painful than the leg drop finishes of yesteryear. And I think the advantage they have over the old school wrestlers is their speed and athleticism. The training they do now compared to the old school the old schoolers allows previously unimaginable things to become realities. The new school wrestlers are able to do things that old school wrestlers cannot, and it's all due to evolution of the human body.
Well, that's the human body, and this is what.
Could Hulk Hogan do a Hurricane Rana back then?
Nah, people talking about Hogan could work, right? And then they could, right? And like, and then they show that one match like he had in Japan and shit, and it was like, bro, the sun could shine on a dog's ass any day, bro. Hogan fucking was phoning them shits in after a while, but you couldn't. You had to give it to him because, once again, facial expression.
Yeah.
The work
Story.
rate, the storyline. You can do a fucking 30-minute Broadway.
That's what they're
Right.
saying. So they're saying in old school, the moves might not be the flashy and they might not be the most intense moves you see, but due to storyline and due to working the injuries and due to focusing on the injuries and working on storyline, it made up for it. But nowadays, it's reverse psychology. Nowadays, it's we all care about the next Hurricane Rana, the next Canadian Destroyer, and the company goes, you know what? We don't need a good story because you guys are gonna pop off the match. They're relying on the match, not the storyline anymore. Back then, they were relying on the storyline, not the match.
Well, I go to say when you said about the evolution of the body was the body is evolving, is growing.
People are living older.
People are living longer. The body is starting. You look at like genetic freaks like LeBron James,
Brian Cage.
You see like Brian,
like
you see guys like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna see them fucking go down with a fucking with one lariat. You know, things are evolving, but you know, they become superheroes.
Yes, that's
but
the
with
thing.
that,
Yeah.
you still can have great details and great stories with that.
I think Drew McIntyre does that perfectly.
And with the evolution of wrestling, with the high flying, the double, triple fucking finishers at one time, and people kicking out with the
Yes.
false finishes, I still think that there's a compelling story to go with it.
Yes.
And with the evolution, it helps to bring in not only newer fans, but
Right.
fans who are like who are missed for a while. Because I'm telling you, there's guys people that haven't seen wrestling because of me, they watch wrestling and they go, "Whoa!" They're blown away by these moves, it's crazy shit.
People don't understand that wrestling is like Spider-Man versus Venom, Batman versus Joker. It's truly it's comic books jumping off the page to me.
And every time I swear, every time I show somebody the Canadian Destroyer or fucking what's the other one or like the Spanish Fly or whatever.
Right. I love that move.
They go, what the fuck?
How can you do that?
And it brings them slowly but surely back into wrestling.
I think nowadays, if you show someone a slow match, like, no offense, but Cody versus Magnus, or what's his new name? I keep forgetting his new name.
Nick Aldis.
That match in All In.
Yeah, great match, man.
Great match. Great storytelling, and that's how it should be. But at the same time, I would rather show someone new a Ricochet versus Cesaro.
Oh, of course, yeah. That anytime I would show anybody, anytime I show anybody Ricochet versus Ospreay, they lose their mind.
They lose their shit.
They lose their mind.
It is fucking a ball to watch.
Yeah.
So like, I think nowadays it's, if you're trying to reach in the new viewer, the new direction is the Flies, the Spanish Flies, like the Canadian Destroyers, the suicide dives, because everything nowadays is holy shit. Instead of sitting down and going, oh wow, they're really working. Like, instead of absolving shit, now we're just looking for the next move. Go, 100 miles an hour, rather than taking a story pace at a 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, and that's pretty much an indie. It's an indie kind of thing as well, because that's what it is with indie shows. Indie shows is like, listen, we don't have to do a story because I'm gonna be in bumfuck Iowa next week.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly.
We got to do the captivating, draw you in thing.
And also, I just want to make sure that everyone has this very clear. When we mean new school, we don't mean this Joey Ryan, Orange Cassidy shit.
No, not that. No,
that is called whack school. I'm just gonna,
shit.
So we're not talking about that. We're talking about Ricochet, Ospreay, the fact that my son Ricochet could do a what's it called, a 450 splash?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? No,
the
whatever
fucking,
it is, whatever angle obtuse angle it is.
Whatever Andrade.
But
and also I have to, before we transition to the next segment, I have to give a big shout out to one wrestler in particular who's been able to do everything from old school to new school. AJ Styles is one of those fucking guys that you could put him in any kind of match.
Yep.
And he's gonna turn it down.
I was watching.
He's gonna tear it down. He really is. I was
watching Bound for Glory 06, and he was like in a fatal 4-way, and he was still a young stud. He was still young and up and coming, but you could just tell that he understood the business, man. That dude could tear it down. Technical, he could do high flying, and he could do old school. I think AJ Styles is a perfect.
Same thing with Mookie Mook. Same thing with Christopher Daniels, another guy, legendary, and could go either way. Like,
yeah,
knows what.
That's rare nowadays. Yeah. Seeing someone who could do both. Who's someone who could do both right now?
Right now? Holy fucking mics, man! Yeah. This shit is getting annoying.
Yeah, what's going on, boy?
Seth Rollins, I look at a guy who can go that way. Finn Balor, who I like, can go that way. What the fuck is this? This is 8.
It's 7, bro.
I know. What the hell?
7's pissing us off or something.
When I'm looking at,
I think Pete Dunne could do that. I think
Pete Dunne definitely, especially when you bring in like that strong style.
Adam Cole could do it.
Adam Cole.
Those names you could if you get thrown. Yeah. The rarity nowadays for me is.
Yeah. It's good to have phone time.
The rarity of having someone go, hey, I want you to work a story. I want you to work a 30-minute storytelling match with Dustin Rhodes.
Right.
And then tomorrow I want you to work a high flying spot fest with Ricochet. If you could do both, you're done. Yeah.
Back, we're gonna have, of course, like I said before, El Jefe, the man himself, man of faith, Brian XL. He stopped by, discusses what's going on in today's wrestling, and for you guys live and on YouTube and on Twitch, we gotta go.
We gotta go. You guys,
and,
you guys got
yeah, just share, like, subscribe, show us love, promote.
We'll see you guys if you guys are going to House of Glory tonight. So have a good time and all that shit.
All right, guys. Other than that, see you guys in a sec. And remember, always remember, this is not just the whole show.
You're
Download.
missing a whole hour.
Yeah,
you're
there's
missing
more.
the Brian XL's interview. You're
There's
missing
more, yeah.
wrestling rundown. You're missing what we watched in wrestling this week. And believe me, so Red has told me a little bit about what we watched in wrestling, and he's not happy.
No.
So-
I gotta
so-
start going to other shit. So
Exactly. So
guys, stick around. Don't go anywhere.